Been a lot of talk about who may be coming to our community. In March, NPR interviewed a man who arrived from Venezuela. Without official status, he can't legally work. Without work, he can't find stable housing. The man named Jose said he can't go back to his home country, saying he's in danger. As a truck driver there, he says he was easy prey for gangs, who he says threatened to kill him. Those are just some of the stories coming out of New York City, where many of the migrants have been arriving.
And with plans to potentially move some of them here to Central New York, we started looking into who may be coming and why. It's been 2 weeks since migrants started arriving on buses in New York City. 2 Texas state chartered buses filled with asylum seekers arrived at the Port Authority bus terminal. Walking off the bus, a young girl carrying a blanket, and a man walking with a child in his arms with other young kids behind him.
We're making sure that we advocate for the families that are coming in here, especially families with children.
Most of the asylum seekers coming off these buses came to the U.S. from Venezuela, crossing the southern border in Laredo, Texas. They were greeted by pro-migrant activists.
There's a lot more kids, a lot more babies, a lot more families.
A week after they arrived, the town of Salina supervisor says New York City Mayor Eric Adams told him he planned to send some of them to the Candlewood Suites Hotel here. That touched off a flurry of events, with Onondaga County Executive Ryan McMahon announcing the county was closing the door to the migrants.
Once they told me that the migrants were coming, obviously, to my town, I told them that the county was under an emergency order not to accept any relocated migrants.
From local to state and federal lawmakers, there's been a chorus of your representatives sounding off on who may be coming to our community.
There are people who certainly have asylum claims. There are people here who aren't human traffickers that are coming across the border legally, who aren't drug traffickers, but the large majority are.
There's no evidence of that. We spoke with Mayor Adams' office in New York City, who tells us there is so much unknown in upstate New York that politicians are filling in the void of information with their own narrative. He says the migrants have all been vetted by Customs and Border Patrol agents and were paroled into the country on a path towards citizenship. He says anyone caught illegally before or convicted of serious crimes here or in their home country should have been prevented from getting in.